Hello and welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns 2, bringing you the Minish Randomizer variety race. On restream we'll be featuring Nesman and Bluesy today, tracking for us will be Nimbus and joining me on commentary is Hendris. Say hello.
Hello.
So, why don't you explain what the settings are while I...
Oh, yeah, sure.
Switching the scene here.
So, as I guess customary with each new year, we have a poll, and our racers all voted on new settings, which we will use for the coming few weeks, the coming, 40, 50 weeklies that we have.
I don't know if it will be that.
I don't know how many we'll have. It depends on how many will get restreamed, I suppose. But yeah, so with the settings, we have changed our regular race settings, which means that the setting that was voted out was randomized music. Turns out that having the element get jingle during the entire state in droplets is a bit on the more mediocre side of things. But we were able to vote in damaging items and obscure spots. And traps. Well, I think we already had traps. But
traps were already in the past,
yes. Which means that we have a lot of more options now, and a lot of more ways that we can annoy our racers.
Yeah, so damaging items, I think, is the setting with the least impact overall out of all the available settings in this randomizer.
Yeah, pretty much.
It just doesn't do a whole lot for how Cease turns out. Obscure spots, though, going to make things interesting. And so, to make sure that our runners all know the obscure spots, the variety race, which is this weekend, is the new race settings with 136 figurines to make sure that you actually gotta do all those checks.
How nice of you. Oh, it's great. We just make sure that the races are prepared for everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I only had the best at heart when choosing these settings.
Clearly. Yeah, I think damaging item is you don't notice it until it's too late, basically. So if damaging item makes an impact in your race, it's gonna leave a big impact.
Nah, not even necessarily. But there is a bump back.
Yeah. And they're just synced. It's it's a bit easier to be synced at the beginning, I suppose.
Well, you say that they are synced right when they diverge and do different things. So.
That's what we call commentator's curse, and we already have the element check. That's a lot of figurines and bottles.
I mean, a lot of figurines isn't that unexpected, I guess.
Yeah. Let's see if at least one of those bottles are correct. Or genuine.
So we did see the element check. Elements are still required, and I don't know how these runners will handle non-element bosses. Like, you could just still do them, because there could be figurines on them, but also those are probably the checks. I don't know. It's Cave of Flames and Deepwood. It's not even that slow to do the boss if you're doing the rest there.
There are the flippers on 300. Let's see if those are traps or if those are real.
Flippers would be interesting. We found remote bombs, we have the bottle.
Yeah, we've kind of gotten the bomb quick start with like a bomb back and the remotes.
Yeah. They can just head over to Minish with those. They don't have access to Krenel yet, don't think. No. They are missing like Sunspin or Cape or Flippers to get over there.
At least we've already saw them flippers.
We did see Flippers, yes. Flippers would also be Deepwood access, so that... Yeah, I would like to see a wallet actually. That would be interesting. So Nesman already headed over to Minish Woods, doing the beanstalk here with the quick post set there.
Getting the very useful 30 bombs.
while Bluesy is checking the Tingle trees, continuing the rest of the Sphere Zero checks. I think that's our second caster install already from the Tingle trees.
Yeah, and there's not a bomb bag near the Deepwood Shrine, and I do remember seeing a different golden kinstone in the heart piece at Karloff.
Yes, there was also a golden kinstone there.
Oh,
I don't know
boomerang.
which one that is.
With that boomerang, they can actually kill some small-sized enemies like the pestos or the slugulars.
You do not want to have to kill anything with the boomerang.
It's better than a sword, though.
It's worse than bombs. Like, you got remote bombs. You can just throw them at things.
Yeah.
You do not need a boomerang to kill things.
I've gotten a newfound appreciation for the boomerang thanks to the last Casual Wednesday that we had, where I might have rolled a seed with a not required boomerang, but
Hey,
you are very much.
Did you see what Bluesy just got?
Oh, look at that! That's handy.
That is nice. Now I get to find out if the flippers are real soon-ish.
Yeah.
And if they are, would you take them still to Minish Woods? Just do that, or try a credit play, or?
I think I'd try Cradle.
I mean, yes, like bottle bombs, flippers is kind of a credit starter pack, but
Yeah.
at the same time, with these settings, you're just trying to be efficient, and I feel like there's more efficiency to be gained by putting Cranel off a bit? I don't know.
And more bombs. So, yeah. 50 bombs, that's more than enough.
Yeah. You really don't care about bomb bags past the second. Like 30 bombs is very nice, and at that point you're not likely to run out anymore.
And the Bluesy is a bit in the pickle there with just his health. Like 1 or 2 bomb blasts and he's a goner.
Yeah, Bluesy making sure to blow himself up, that makes remote bombs at the very beginning of the scene quite dangerous.
Quarter heart. Let's see if he dies or if he's staying alive.
It's fine, there are no traps in these
There
settings.
are no traps. But there might be an Octorok snipe.
I mean, technically there are traps, there's just no
There's
room
gold
in the
rope
track
here.
pool for
Gold
them
rope,
to
gold
get
rope.
in.
Bluesy's very careful about the golden rope there. And he
I
makes
mean,
it past.
you've got to be.
Yeah.
Okay, sure, Nimbus. 50 bombs helps with fighting Dark Knights without remotes. But A, they have remote bombs, and B, they aren't going to need to fight Dark Knights without a sword.
Yeah. There's
Now
health
Bluesy's
refill.
fine for health.
Yep.
Yeah, Bluesy did take... Wait, no, Bluesy didn't even try to buy the flippers yet, did he?
No, he didn't.
So he's just going to leave Goldfish Caves behind here, even if he has...
Yeah, that sounds like a
possible
bad
access
play.
to flippers.
That sounds like something that might come in later and bite him in the butt.
It might not. You're coming back for Deepwood at some point, but probably not before Gostar. I wouldn't even care about a sword. Like... Oh! Bluesy is not doing more of Minish Woods.
Maybe just wanted to check. He's done Minish Village, so he already has been there.
He's... Okay, Bluesy is grabbing money in...
Oh no, he is.
in a...
I mean, yeah, that works. It'll take a while,
it
but it works.
works. Also,
See, that wasn't too bad.
Yeah, that was interesting. That's a nice thought. Didn't they leave behind a 200 in the puddle cave though?
I'd have.
And those are real flippers, so...
Well, time to go for a swim.
Golden enemies are not in logic for sources of rupees, but there was a 200 in Link's house that Lucy just collected at the very start. I'm pretty sure there were enough rupees in logic.
Let's see. Yeah, I mean, Lucy. If Lucy wants to go for like the non-obvious play, can go into the weather and then maybe fountain.
I mean, that is an option, but why would you do that in a 136 figurine hunt?
Maybe there's a sword there.
You can do one of the 3 checks. You're basically guaranteeing that you'll double dip.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I fail to see the issue there.
Well, it's wasting time, most likely.
That's a gamble. Yeah, see? What maybe there's Kane. Yeah.
Sure, maybe Cabe and Kane are both in. Don't know if that fight is in logic without a sword in these settings, but it might be.
I think it is.
I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't. That is how little impact this setting has. There's a spin attack on Nesman's side, that is going to come in useful. There was a lantern on Bluesy's side, that is very much going to come in useful. I'm quite sure the Scissor Beetle fight is not in logic without a sword, even with the setting. But you could dip droplets, I guess.
Yeah. This one's gonna peek the items there. And
I mean, like, with 30 bombs and remotes, you can do that, especially with the boomerang, right? You can do the Scissor Beetle fight and go through the Dark Maze. You don't have a cape, so it's not the most appealing option. But it's not, like, the hardest fight you could have.
ooh,
Neswin, this is... I'm pretty sure this is out of logic.
I think it is, yeah. But I don't think that's gonna stop him.
No, why would it? Just something to keep in mind. But, like, it's going to be a figurine anyway, right?
That's pretty quick, actually. Yeah, those bombs one hit the
Levers, yes.
levers. Yeah. Oh.
Okay, just 20 rupees, not even a figurine. And Tomitar, Nesmith does whatever he feels like doing.
Yep. Nesmith goes where he pleases. But he's managing to finally uncover all the patches of portal under the dust.
Bluesy got the hard part of the 3 bomb uncovers and then proceed to waste 2 more bombs.
I think he's got enough bombs. He's
oh yeah, it's not an issue.
I don't think he'll run out anytime soon. With that lamp, hang on, they don't even they don't have access to Hylia, do they?
Oh, they don't. You're right. Yeah, don't mind me. Clearly, they're just going to find the cape next thing, and then
Oh,
they
the
have
cane.
access.
The cane, sorry, the
Ocarina would also give access, or the London key.
Yes, the key. That was what I was searching for.
Yeah.
Much like Thailand.
Though the cape would actually be the one that makes it a good option to go into droplets and try to do a swordless dark maze, right?
Yeah. I think with the boomerang, dark maze isn't that bad.
No, it really isn't. No. The scissor beetle fight is, well,
tedious,
awkward,
but not bad. Yeah, you just have to stun them.
because you kind of need 3 equips, right? You want the lantern active, but you also want the boomerang and the weapon.
Yeah.
But that's the same either way. It's just going to be a bit slower with remotes instead of sword. Nesman taking that lantern to Minish Woods, going to check the goldfish caves here with the flippers. Might dip into Deepwood.
Yeah, Deepwood is in logic right now for them.
Deepwood with bombs and lamp is... Oh, yeah, no, definitely
okay.
go to Deepwood.
Yes, now Deepwood is a good play.
Yeah, you can full clear Deepwood now. It's not logical to do so.
You can do it, it's just that the mini-boss and the boss are kinda...
The mini-boss isn't even bad with remotes, I don't think. Especially, like, you have a boomerang to... I think you can make it vulnerable with the boomerang, right?
Yeah, you can...
And then you just throw remote bombs at it and explode them.
Yeah. And Green Shoe is easily doable as well.
And Green Shoe, I think I would just use regular bombs even. The threat isn't that hard. Oh, never mind. Sad.
Yeah.
See, that's why that setting never matters.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh...
We just have like 5 swords in the pool. And one of them is enough to just shatter our hopes and dreams.
We should just expand the swordless logic and then play with the non-progressive swords with only a 4-sword in the pool.
Hmm.
That would make it more interesting, right? Maybe at some point in the future.
There's another figurine. And Bleezy destroying our hopes and dreams of Henry's Ledge. Which is why he's not getting anything from it. Apart from like 5 rupees. Right. Deepwood is not boss locked. That's nice.
I mean... If it's boss locked, at least you're forced to do that.
Yeah.
Now you have the choice. Do you do Green Shoe for the 2 checks on there?
Green Shoe's kind of quick. Green Shoe's like, what? Minute perhaps? 90 seconds?
Yeah. I would do Green Shoe.
Yeah. Might as well, you know. You're already there. There's Rockbreaker for Bleezy.
Blizzard going into North Minish Woods. Probably going to the Gorn Cave. No. Just checking syrup, and then also going to go to Goldfish Cave. Blizzard hasn't done most of Minish Woods yet, right? So
Blizzard has done everything. He's been in Minish Village.
He has?
Yeah, he has.
When did he come back?
He went Minish Loop. Hang on, did he? Yeah.
He went to Bellari early and then went and picked up the flippers instead of continuing.
No, Blizzy was in Minish Woods while Nesman was over in Tingletree. Hang on, no. Was it Blizzy or was it Nesman? We went to Tingletree.
Nesman was the first to go to Minish Woods. Was he early? Cleared most of it. Like, not Deepwood, but...
I don't know anymore.
Went to Bellari and then...
Oh, okay.
Went to kill the rope and pick up the flippers. So I don't think Blizzy has been to Minish Village.
Yeah, you're right. Blizzy's still on 30, not 50. He would have picked up the 50 bomb pack. Yeah, no, it's hard to keep track of all these spots. Which is why we're very thankful for our trackers and the raiders. Welcome.
The 136 in the lower left corner of the racer screens refers to the number of figurines that they will need to find. The number next to it is the number of figurines that they have already found. Basically, there's 136 figurines in the item pool that they all need to find to access the final dungeon, in addition to the elements. So, expect them to do every check.
Yes.
But yeah, both of our runners are in Deepwood now.
136 figurines, yeah. So we'll be busy here for the next about 2 hours. Not 2.5 hours for next, yeah.
Yeah, that's about how long I expect this to take.
Yeah. So the estimate today with our restreamers, sorry, with our racers on restream is 3 hours. Maybe 250 if they're lucky.
Yeah, if
Ooh, good wing.
if the seed isn't bad, these runners can probably finish in 245 if they are doing well, and like 250, 255 otherwise. There isn't that much. Like, the seed doesn't have that many chances to be good or bad because you're doing all the slow checks just because you've got to find 136 figurines.
Yeah, you kind of have to do everything either way.
I mean, you can get lucky and skip like 1 or 2 checks, right?
Disney didn't pick up the gripping, did he? Hang on, no, never mind. The gripping is later.
The gripping is further into the dungeon.
Yeah, I know.
Just not that deep into it.
I don't know. Never mind.
There's been equipping remote bombs there. Is he just going to kill the meta pillar swordless for the fun of it?
Yes.
Thank you, Neswin. I love it. It's not going that well, but
Yeah, he'll take a bit. Yeah, unfortunately, he's not fast enough.
I mean, he needs what, like 1-2 more hits? I don't know. Well, more than 1 more hit. It's not that many bomb throws to kill a meta pillar.
I think you can do it in 10 if you're good.
Is it even 10?
You can do it within 10. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, normal bombs can make it easy, I guess. Oh, yeah, sure. You can do... I mean, with remotes you could just reuse a bomb for the meta pillar if you really wanted to save bombs.
Yep.
Like, you don't need more than 1 remote bomb for meta pillar if you absolutely want to save bombs.
Mm-hmm.
It's just faster to also get the explosions in. But yeah, it's not 10 hits, it's much fewer. The meta pillar and green shot combined in 10 thing, I think, is where you reuse a bomb and throw it multiple times. So... Which obviously you can do that with a regular bomb, you just have to be really good on timing it.
Yeah.
And Blues are going to get a slightly faster but way less fun meta pillar fight by using the sword.
Oh, great. Yeah, and this one just... This one should use the regular bombs here. It's just a bit more...
Yeah, you can just place
Yeah.
down some bombs while the shoe is wobbling and have the hits get in when they explode with regular bombs. With remote bombs, you need to actually place them while the shoe is down,
Yep.
so you will take more damage. But it is also still easier, I guess, if you're fine to take damage.
Yeah, I guess.
You don't need to time things anymore.
Yeah, true. And a scroll. A fast spin. Oh, that's nice.
That is nice, but not worth doing a boss for if you wouldn't have known.
It's fast split. It is worth it, I'd say.
No, the spin scrolls are progressive. You will find. Like,
yeah, but
assuming you find all the other spin scrolls, you will just be lacking long spin most likely, right?
yeah, but having long spin is nice. I like it.
Yes. I guess you could also be lacking one of the fast spins, depending, and
Yeah.
of course it's for Swift with the first.
Yep.
Yes, Nesvin did have the sword the whole time.
You just didn't use it.
Nesvin just wanted to be nice and not have us be disappointed that he did find the sword.
Yeah. A real team player.
Yeah.
And Hookbreaker. Yeah. Okay. Right. I think we already knew about this one.
We did know about that one. You even pointed it out when Blizzard got it.
Yes. You're overestimating my ability to remember again.
Oh no, I'm not saying that you should have remembered that or that I expected you to remember that. I'm just saying that you did in fact point it out. So yeah, Bluesy most likely also going to use Boring, aka Sword Strats for Green Shoe.
Boo.
The gripping was somewhere in Deepwood.
It's the basement east check, I think. So not the compass chest, but the small one where you have to push the pot. I think it's the compass.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
that sounds about right.
Yeah. It's compass chest. The map chest is the one where you can also just peek. Oh!
Well, that's a new one. I mean, graphical issues are not new in general, it's just that specific palette issue was a new one.
That was a very funky looking waterfall.
Yeah.
We'll see it again, we just clip it. Oh, right, I should actually pick what Desmond's doing with Bluesy's one. Oopsie. One person. But yeah, Bluesy did. Yeah, Bluesy also did Green Shoe.
Yes.
And got a fast spin for that.
Bluesy just used a sword on it, so we don't really want to acknowledge that as a legitimate cut.
Yep. Maybe because Nesman. So Nesman went to the Great Blade waterfall all the way from London, not from Minish Woods. Usually we do it from Minish Woods, not London.
I'm not sure what you mean.
The waterfall that got discolored.
Yes.
Nesman entered the, I guess the cell or the overworld for Hayfield. Yeah,
yes.
From next to Goron Cave.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably a similar cause as the Beanstalk thing, and just something where the game sometimes has some graphical glitches.
Yeah, or with the with the minecart. That's sometimes a bit on the golden side of things. Right.
So, Nesma made it to Crane Beanstalk for some figurines and a book.
Yep.
Is he going to keep going towards...
You also speak of the mids.
Cave? Oh yeah, mids. Don't mind them.
They're fairly important with obscure
I
spots.
mean, only slightly. So yeah, do you want to keep going to Milari's Mines?
Absolutely. Yeah, we can actually get into Cave of Flames and do some stuff there. We've got the bomb.
Yay! Bombs. Easy. But Cave of Flames not actually as important as Milari's Mines in this.
Yeah,
Right.
you kind of wanting Malloy's Mines in the Cave of Flames.
Yeah, how many checks, like,
8.
is Cave of Flames?
Oh.
I guess there are the rupees and stuff, so it's probably still more than Milari's Mines. Slightly.
Hang on.
Yeah, front of Cave of Flames and Milari's Mines are probably similar.
First half is 13. Second half is...
First half being what you can reach
I think
without
8.
a cane.
Yeah,
But you
13.
do
8.
need to find 2
21.
keys, or at least 1 key and possibly 2 in there, and maybe
21
map
minus
compass and the
B5.
key.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're getting like... what do I say? 16 out of it. No, 17 if you're counting Malawi.
Henny putting a bounty on Gleerock?
Autumn does Leok without sword. I think that's when's in the no sword mood today.
I mean, I wouldn't expect swordless Gleerock. It's a whole different kind of beast from swordless creature. And you never have to do it, right? It's possible, but it's
Everything's
also
possible in TMC render. In TMC render. Everything's possible in TMC render. It's a wonderland. With every setting that your heart desires.
Sure. But if all I have to do is want for a setting to exist for it to exist, why do I have to work so hard on new logic to make entrance render happen?
That's because you want really, really badly.
But Nesman did keep going to Cave of Flames, I don't think we mentioned that yet, even though it's been happening for a while.
Yeah. Okay, let's see if Desmond can get all the ding spots or if he's gonna miss like one or so.
You said there were 8?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a London key.
That's
Now that we
leg,
need...
that's
Wait.
leg access.
That is the leg access, yeah. Oh,
So you could just get the you can do like the 8 here. Take a peek inside, and if he doesn't like what he sees, he can just book it to lake.
but doing these checks from this direction feels weird. I'm not even doing it and it feels weird. Like,
They look fine to me. Nope, next
I'm
one.
way too used to doing them from the other way to recognize where they would be from this, coming from this side.
Next one. Next one. There we go. That's the one.
That was not
That
it.
was that. That wasn't the one. What's that up?
You could tell because
There we go.
the drop flew away from the spot instead of landing on it.
Oh! Look what's in there!
So there was boots and the Tingle trophy.
Yeah.
And maybe figurines. Yeah, figurines, but I didn't pay attention to those. Boots. Well, I guess we have London access, so that's a few checks over on that side of the map where Flip is. So it's
That's
South
also-
Airfield, there's a few in Courtyard.
That also just lets me getting to town quicker, or to Lake.
Yes, there is also just overworld travel time reduction from them. This one is going into the front of Chaos Flames, as expected. If you're already up here.
And... figurines!
2 figurines, a key, both map and compass already.
And he goes further into things.
I don't think it is important to know what figurine the runner picked up, Henny. And I think there are actually some pretty strict limitations on the item log. So I'm not sure that would even be technically possible with the way it is implemented at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I could be wrong. But yes, I guess you should try to do a figurine bingo at some point. I don't know. That sounds interesting. Next month. Clearly.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Let's see. What else is there in there? It's just rubies right now. Ah. Now watch and wait for a cape near Gleok.
Why are they both using this mushroom?
I don't know. You can use the other one, Blizzy.
Yeah, using the farm mushroom and pulling it over there with the gas shot just means that you don't have to worry about the hammer saw.
Yeah, it's actually cool. Well, you do have to worry about it because sometimes you can just suck them in.
Oh, the other hammer saw, yes.
Oh, the other one, yeah.
You do have to worry about the other hammer saw, but it's a lot less of a worry. It's not
Yep.
going to run into you. Why would you want a 3D bingo field, Henny? You just get 25 randomly drawn figurines on your bingo card. It's fine. You know, the way normal bingo cards have 25 random numbers on them.
He's craving chaos. When Henny woke up this morning, he chose chaos.
I noticed. But then you also get issues like, do the 3-dimensional diagonals count?
The what now?
Well, you know, you have the normal, like, orthogonal lines, right?
Yeah.
And if you have a bingo cube, then there are 3 directions for those to be in.
What do you want to play 3-dimensional bingo?
I thought you said that you got what Henny was saying.
Oh, yeah, no, I
Oh, it's just that your short-term memory, it doesn't exist, I remember now.
That was me reacting to the figurine bingo because I didn't read the following message with the 3D bingo. So,
Oh. Okay.
but yeah, a 3D bingo would even just give you a lot more options.
And Bluesy apparently has forgotten one of the spots. and I wasn't paying attention to which one it was, and apparently neither was Bluesy.
Yeah.
But you did get the boots and the Tingle trophy. Yeah, I did see that, Henny. Can you not write that as like standard compliant C code instead? Yes. Yes, it is, Henny. If that matches, go for it.
That looks funky. But yeah, Nesman is actually going to go to Lake 55555 Bingo Cube. I mean, we do have 136 figurines in the pool. Oh, and a white sword. Yeah, so with obscure spots enabled, droplets is a lot more attractive than, let's say, Cave of Flames.
They do have access to droplets and they have flippers, don't they?
Yeah. And there's the next portal for them.
I don't know how you get those numbers synonymous, but I think they are a bit low. Because not counting any diagonals or three-dimensional diagonals or anything, you still get to 75 lines, don't you? And then there's the two-dimensional diagonals, and then there's the three-dimensional diagonals. Yeah, there's 25 lines per direction and then 10 lines per viewing direction on the to the cube for the two-dimensional diagonals and then the three-dimensional diagonals. So should be 109 lines. Is that right?
I don't know.
Good. Anything interesting happening with the race while I'm thinking about that?
No, nothing really. It's Lucy going through Cave of Flames, and Nestor making his way through Hylia without going into droplets just yet. So we haven't gotten to the exciting part yet.
I mean, Hylia can be exciting.
Yeah, that only works if you have the cape.
Sure, I guess.
And apart from a few figurines, we really haven't had anything good. But Desmond should be picking up the pace soon-ish. I think he's got Swiftblade, Waveblade left.
Well,
And
yeah,
then 7
the
droplets.
harpies.
Yeah.
Desmond does not have 10 hearts for actual Waveblade yet.
Well, let's see what, yeah, Waveblade Squall, right.
Desmond does also not have enough current health to feel safe here. But does make it to droplets without getting sniped by a Nocturok there.
Which is harder than it sounds.
Oh, if he had cape instead of flippers, it would have been impossible.
Let's see if Desmond gets sniped by like one of those pods. Ah, never mind. Okay. Desmond's now going to the exciting half. And he finds a heart piece and a map. And a key. Not very exciting. Come on, we need more. So that's the beautiful thing about obscure spots. It adds more. And I think with that, our item count goes from 440 up to 486? No, it's got to be more than that. Anyways, he picked up the Jabbernet, which obviously very important.
$487?
What now?
487?
Different combinations possible.
No. Checks in the settings.
Oh, 487? Okay. That wasn't so bad with 486.
No, you weren't.
That was a complete guess on my end.
That is counting all checks for dungeon items, so... like...
yeah.
It's a bit overcounting if you don't want to count them, but... $490 with pet items. That does sound right, yes.
Was 500 checks, which we can all check within like 3 hours. That's nice. That's great. Oh, Desmond is going out of logic here, by the way. Although he's got the lantern, he's technically in logic.
I was gonna say, why is he going out of logic? Like,
it's the it's the out of logic route. Sorry. Actually, never mind. I forgot about the cape. Or the off.
Yeah, like he did use a key before before having all of them, which is out of logic, but he can get all of them for sure. So
yeah. But so far, that's... So it always has been a bit on the lackluster side.
I mean, they have been finding things pretty nicely. We don't have Western Witch access yet, but that's the only slowest thing, and they've been finding a lot of other items, right?
Well, they hasn't found like a figurine. And
you mean in-drop specifically?
Yeah, yeah, figurine
Sure.
and like Jabbernet.
I thought you were talking about the seed in general.
No, just the droplets interior itself.
Yes.
Figurine and the nut.
Was the
So,
the green sword that you found in here, or?
that was in Lon bottle.
Okay. In that case, yes, I agree that Droppers has not been the most exciting so far. But there is still the other side to go through.
Yep. Let's see. I wonder if Desmond's going to do Blue Chew. Oh, what am I saying? Of course he's going to do that. He's got the jar.
I mean, being able to do Blue Chew and actually going to do Blue Chew is very different things, but yeah, they are... Are they running low on checks yet? I don't know, I feel like there's a bit more to be had.
Just a bit, though.
Yeah, it is just a bit. They have a few boots checks, right? Like South Field and Courtyard, probably?
I think we've always seen courtyard from Blizzy.
Okay. Yeah, maybe they are running out of checks. I mean, they're just gonna find a sword soon. And I didn't mean the one that Blizzard just picked up, I meant a red sword to get wisdom with sexes.
Yeah.
That feels like the next step, but then it always feels like the next step in the Minish Cap seed is wisdom with sexes.
Yep.
And everything else is just slight distractions along the way.
Yeah, especially with obscure spots, Western Woods is even better than usual, because they've got like...
Yeah, they have mids already, so Western Woods is amazing.
Western Woods has...
That's 8 additional checks.
Yeah.
So it's like 50, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like almost a tenth of all checks available. Ah, good droplets. Oh, this is going to blue chew he equipped gesture. Oh boy. So yeah, for the next like 2 minutes, we're just gonna see some electricity and some blue goop. And we can focus on Bluesy, who is doing the exact same thing as Nesman did like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, maybe he is not going to do the exact same thing. He might not grab the lily pad here.
Yeah, that's possible.
And yeah, the blue shoe fight, not that much different from the green shoe fight that we've already seen on both runners' ends. It's just more annoying because blue shoe can go invincible and electrify you. And you have to just wait it out. Oh yeah, no, blue shoe... Like, there is a high enough chance for it to be a figurine that you don't want to not do it, basically.
Yep.
Did they check Hearth Ledge yet? Or are we going to see a Hindrance Ledge?
Bluesy did check Hearth Ledge. Got a blue P for his travels.
Bluesy, why?
Bluesy got the blue P.
It could have been a sword.
Yep. But he was way too impatient. Let's see. And what is it? A figurine. Nice.
Worth it then?
Yep.
Yes, we're not using swordless strats here. Quite sad.
Yeah. How many required items do we have? Hang on.
Phew. Yes, a lot of them. We're just assuming that we're gonna need all the kinstones and stuff for sure, right? So, there's 5 swords, a gust shot,
so, yeah.
I don't think Henny wants to know how many we're missing. I think Henny wants to know how many there are in total for, like...
If we don't count, like, dungeon items and butterflies and, like, the additional
I'm not going to count scrolls except for spin.
Oh yeah, then it's one more.
Ocarina is counting as required, 1 bottle, 1 bump back. Luna is not required, neither is Juggernaut. Do you want me to count elements?
No.
Then it's 32 non-figurine items, so 168 total.
Mm-hmm.
And keep in mind that most of those are not, like, can't be in DHC, so the chance of any given check being required is a bit higher than if you just divide those two numbers by each other.
Yep.
Should probably just not count the DHC checks for that. Also, that's not counting dungeon items. Obviously, in-dungeon checks are more likely to be required for dungeon items. Well, I don't know if it's obvious. It's actually... maybe not. I don't know.
Hmm.
Yeah, so Ocarina! Also traps. Didn't expect to see many of them, but there are apparently still traps.
Yep.
We also got a mushroom, but nothing else that's exciting. But Ocarina.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with that, they can just, fly around, be a bit quicker on their...
The amount of traps is random. Yes. So, the way traps work in this is that you have... In the vanilla game you have stuff like kinstones and shells. And I think in the item pool that we just don't want in Rando.
Mm-hmm.
So we replace them. And we replace them randomly with stuff like refills and rupees, and if you enable them, traps. And also, if you have figurines, then those are also put into that same pool, but first, so that you actually have the... Like, you take out items out of that pool to put in figurines. So...
Ooh, great idea.
After putting in 136 figurines, there aren't that many left. But there's still some, and out of those there's a chance for them to be traps. Independently. Like, it's not that you get some fixed amount of traps based on the total number of items. For each item you independently roll the dice as to whether it's a trap or not. I don't think they are Nimbus. At least not with the way it was implemented in the tournament patch. That's kind of why I don't think we want to put in those versions of the patches into the default patches yet. That kind of thing, where it's like, they work, but there is weird edge cases like that, and we want to probably just have them cleanly designed from the ground up.
Henny, that's just reduced item pool with traps.
Oh no. Reduce item pool just directly replaces the items
With traps,
without
yeah.
putting them into that pool. And if you enable traps, then just directly replace them with traps. Specifically cause traps in a lot of cases. But yeah, same thing. Like that should that. In general, the whole item pool thing is a lot less developed in this version of the logic than it probably should be for those features to be well designed. So that's why I don't expect them to be in the default patches until new logic. But yes, you could do that, Henny. Yeah, I don't know. You could. I don't know if you would want to. But you definitely could.
Let's see. Little figurine. You know. I wonder if Lucy's gonna do Octo.
They don't have a red sword. What are you talking about?
Oh, oh, right, yeah.
They can't go to Octo. But yes, Henny, if you do want that to be a thing, then I can probably make that happen for the next casual that you're racing in. Without telling anyone else, of course.
Oh.
So, yeah, no one tell any of the other people who race in the casuals, yeah?
Yeah.
Keep it a secret.
I didn't even pay attention, so...
Oh, I don't worry about you, Hendris.
Yeah.
You'll have forgotten in 5 minutes.
Yes.
Clearly the best way to keep a secret from some people is by telling 50 other people about it.
Yep.
I see no issue at all with this plan. Nesman doing town Minish checks, we haven't seen these yet.
We have. That's a figurine.
Oh, we have? Yes, we have
seen
seen
that
this
one.
specific check, but
What about
have
the
we
other?
seen someone
No.
do like the half backdoor and the
We have
bakery?
not. We have not.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't think so. Like obviously that check is countable, but what I meant was we haven't seen anyone do these checks yet. And then what else is there?
Certain Doom.
The Hendris approved fountain play?
Hey, Fountain. I like Fountain.
Well, wait.
What?
Oh, Nesman died! That's right, Nesman died on the way there. And didn't go back.
What? Where?
Library. Nesman died to the spikes.
Ooh.
That is so
that's
unfortunate.
That's gonna hurt.
Yeah, Nesman's gonna... Oh. That has to hurt. Okay, Nesman is going back. So we saw a bow, great spin.
Yeah.
What do those do? We still haven't found a third caster stone, so it's not that important, but bow is nice for caster.
Yep. Oh, is. Well, the thing is that they're still missing the final Swarmstone. Lucy's gonna do Percy? What?
It's a 136 figurine hunt. Also, there's a very fast keystone!
See? Check Percy.
Yeah. Does that Kinstone actually help? I guess, yeah, they can go up there.
Yep.
Yeah, no,
They
that
can go all the way.
a really nice Kinstone to find. There's a blue sword.
Percy had something. Percy had a figurine, and Ivor had a Kinstone.
So yeah, Wayfor's looking quite good.
Ooh, there's Cape.
Cape looking quite good.
Yep.
What does Cape do? They have Cape 25 from that. A few other checks. They're looking to be like, this is looking like a pretty nice spot for them now. They basically just need the cane and some kinstones for access to areas, and then they can just go and do all of them.
Yep.
Like find a full sword on the way, find all the figurines. It makes routing a lot easier when you just have to do everything. But you can also just do everything everywhere.
Yes, you should. Oh, can you reject graveyard? Oh.
The front, you mean? Yeah, we don't have the graphic key yet. That's another
do.
one that.
We do.
Oh wait, Nesvin has it. Where was that?
Either Soufflate 2 or Soufflate 3.
Okay, Bluesy doesn't have it yet, yeah, but
Yep.
Nesvin has it. So that is also nice. Yeah. I don't know if I would go to Graveyard immediately. Like, Wayfords is looking quite nice. You have an Ocarina, so it's not like you have to climb up that multiple times if you do it before being able to go through cloud tops. Or rather, before being able to do all the fusions in cloud tops. Going through cloud tops isn't a problem for them. So yeah, that's a lot of checks up there. But no, Nesvin is just going to go to the graveyard first. It is an area that you can just full clear. It's not going to get faster. Although, I think the same can be said for Wayfords. I guess if you go up there with all the kinstones, you have a slight bit of time saved, but like, how likely is that to happen? They can also go back to drop this to Doctor at any time. You'd want to combine that with Wave Blade, and I think Nesvin is still 9 hearts, so probably not interested in doing that yet. Belusi basically doesn't have much of a reason to put it off though.
Yep. And then
I guess
obviously, he's just really looking forward to finding the shield and getting hiking done, obviously.
Okay. Those two things aren't related, right?
No, they're not. It's just that they just
Okay.
we just picked up the shield, so I was like, okay,
Ah.
let's just mention that.
Yeah, shield is a thing that you can wait for before doing Octo. Like, that's a legitimate thing, right?
Mhm.
Especially if you know the manip, it's nice. But even if you don't, like, the shield is just the easy item to do Octo with compared to the sword.
Yep.
There's a card of metal. We know there's a kinstone behind that. Do you think that's going to be our third caster or our second Cloudtops?
I'm gonna go with Cloudtops.
Taking the 4 to 1 odds, I see.
Yeah. It looks like Nesman's gonna keep us waiting just a bit longer.
I mean, of course Nesman is going to clear Royal Crypt. There's an element here.
Yeah, fair enough.
The hacking chest had a figurine. Long hacking chest that is. And what's going to be on the hard piece? Just rupees. But you did have to go there for the figurine, so not avoidable. Unsurprisingly.
That's a small key.
And Bluesy going to North Field does not have the graphic key, so it's way more likely to be going towards
Cloudtops.
here.
Yep.
Yeah, Waveforce and Cloudtops.
But not before doing some more digging.
Well, this is in Waveforce, so... He did go to Waveforce before doing the digging, not the other way around. Nesman grabbing the fire element of the Ghost King and is now done with the Royal Valley.
Yep.
And the Crypt. Probably going to turn that card of metal.
Yes, looks like it.
Yeah.
One figurine. 3 rupee. And figure number 2.
And it's Cloudtops.
Ha! I was right.
Where did Nesman want to go there?
Skip it 4 and then Soundhow Fields.
Well, no, I meant entering the cafe, like...
Oh.
What was Nesman's... I guess... Nesman's plan is not...
Clearly some sort of... clearly some sort
of punishing manip.
Yeah. It's gotta be. Figurine. Long spin for Bluesy.
Very nice.
Very nice and very helpful.
And then there's... well... Blizzard has the waterfall, and then there's the fun part of Upper Wave
Yes, the one we're actually looking forward to.
Because there's this room. And yes, there are more obscure spots in here.
Oh, done fast. There's 2 figurines. 3, 4. Let's see what the others. There's 10
Okay.
figurines in this room.
That was
Ooh.
9.
Did I miscount? Probably.
I think so. Because you were at 4 before the last 5 were picked up.
Okay, you might have a point there.
And I honestly don't know which ones you didn't count.
Neither do I.
But yeah, Blue's actually with a decent lead on figurines here. Not sure where that's coming from. Like, Nesman has done a Royal Crypt that Bluesy hasn't, but somehow Bluesy picked up a good number of figurines over Nesman. Yeah, like 8 more or something. Huh. I guess there was some, but I don't remember how many were in custom Minish in total. I know Long Hiking had 1.
Don't ask me, I don't know.
Yeah, not sure what else Bluesy has done that Nesman
Ooh,
hasn't.
bomb bag. I don't think there's that much more left open for them. Apart from cow tops.
You mean like Cave 25?
Where there's that?
Like, there's more checks.
Yep.
What else? Like, there's Octo. There's probably something I'm forgetting. But I am also then forgetting it, so, you know.
That's totally
Couldn't tell you what it was.
No one cares. That's totally fine. Right, what else is there? I think we've already seen the courtyard from Dizzy.
We might have. I don't remember.
And Dizzy actually in the lead right now.
Hmm?
As far as figurines go, Dizzy
Yes,
is
yeah,
in the lead.
that's what I was wondering, what Bluesy had done that Nesman skipped. Or hasn't done yet. I hope Nesman didn't just skip checks the way he's
God.
usually doing.
Oh god, yeah.
Power bracelets? There's the last Castakin stone. There's more checks. See,
Hey.
we're not running out of checks. So, time for Fortress. And they can just full clear Wind Ruins and Fortress, so no reason at all to put that off. But But yeah, we're also seeing Cave 25 on Nesman's side now. Wait, did Nesman then not go up to Cloudtops at all, or what? I guess Nesman decided not to go for Cloudtops yet? Okay. Interesting choice. There are a lot of checks up there, as we saw on Blue's side, with the extra obscure spots added in.
Yep.
But you can also try to be that little bit more efficient by going there with all the kinstones. Though we know that the caster kinstone is up there, so it's very likely that at least one of the Cloudtops kinstones is behind that, and you will have to double dip Cloudtops. But Nesman now at Waveblade is probably also just going to do October here.
Yep.
Unless he wants to wait for a shield. Guess he might want to wait for a shield.
Mm-hmm.
And now Nesman's in Caster, which we have seen on Blue's side. There are some figurines here, so... Like we mentioned multiple times, you will have to do basically everything, it's just a matter of ordering it.
Yep.
And considering that they do have the Ocarina, that shouldn't be too much of an issue. But yeah, I guess that is where the lead of figurines that Bluesy had earlier mainly has to have come from then. Nesman didn't do any of the caster stuff yet. And Nesman's continuing not to do a lot of caster stuff, is it? Is he? Oh, did Nesman forget about the obscure spots in Western Woods up until now?
Ooh.
Yeah, that's probably not something you want to forget about.
No.
Oh. Nesman forgot about more checks in Western Woods, apparently.
Oh,
How do you not do that tree heart piece?
it. Just don't question it. It's just Nesman.
This is impressive, is what it is. Okay, now Nesman appears to be going to Cloudtops. Maybe remembering that there are obscure checks behind the mids made him reevaluate this.
Yep. Oh, sorry.
Bless you.
Thank you.
In Fortress, obscure spots wise, there's two pots?
Two. Yeah.
very end before the boss key chest. So nothing beside from those, I don't think.
Thank you, Tumble Dodge.
And that's 100 figurines on Blizz's side.
Hey, he's
Just
almost at it.
36 to go.
Yeah.
Did Bluesy?
What?
Just don't just save scum every time. Blues is going to climb that tower again.
Yep. Oh god.
136 is also the total amount. There are no extras.
Yeah, you need all of them. You can't skip a single one.
But yeah. Blues is going to be really sad if he goes back there and then sees something other than a sword on the second screen falling down. You can't just reset every time. You have to actually wait to see what it is.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
I think Bluesy was like, oh, not a figurine reset.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's probably just a trap.
Yes, that did look like a compass.
I didn't pay attention, so I couldn't know.
Although, I wouldn't have been sure enough to definitely think it's a compass and would have checked anyways. Like, it could be that the figurines happen to look like the compass, if you only see the top part of them. Bluesy, having some fun with that Amos. Meanwhile, Nesmin did also get that last Castakin stone, I'd hope. I didn't actually see him pick it up, and it's not actually showing up on his tracker, and I do think he's using auto trackers, so
He
if
didn't
you
pick it
forgot
up. Yep, I think he didn't pick it up.
So if you forgot about that obscure check, that is a bad thing?
Yep. He's gonna have a lot of fun trying to remember which one it is again.
It was the very last check Bluesy did, so like the...
Yep.
above the last, like above the lower right... fusion spot.
He'll be fine.
I mean, Nesman will have to do these checks anyways, but yeah, that is going to be an extra trip into Cloud Tops once he figures out what he missed. Wait, okay, I don't think Henny has... Bluesy has the... Why did I... whatever. I don't think Bluesy has the boss key yet, so... This side is out of logic with how many keys he has found. On the other side there are... Well, there's one check in logic there.
Watch Bluesy just saves comment again.
Which would have to then be another small key to put 3 more checks into logic with obscure spots, so... Here's the big key, so we know the other side will have all the small keys, but because they are obscure spots, that doesn't mean that there's nothing of interest there. Well, even without that, it wouldn't mean that, because the vanilla boss key chest still exists. But yeah, we do know that this next check is going to be a small key. Yes, Bluesy, you can't open the door without the small key from this check. You need to actually do it the other way around. And then one of the next 3 checks also has to be a small key. And why did Bluesy quick pop there? Is he just going to do the boss first? I guess. But there's 3 more checks, so like even if you're still missing map compass, you won't be able to conclude that all the checks over there are nothing like just dungeon items. And we know the compass is at the entrance. Did Bluesy pick up the map?
I don't know. I don't think he did.
Okay, so Bluesy is probably thinking that there's only 2 checks over there and it's 1 small key and maybe the map if it's not here, but there's actually 4 checks because of obscure spots. So that doesn't quite work. But then maybe Bluesy's just thinking to do this first so that if the vanilla boss key chest
this is the fancy strat. Bluesy's doing the fancy strat with the hands.
Yeah, using bombs and arrows. Also bombs for the pillars.
Yep. This was getting blocked. Other side, Nesman. There we go. Another trouble for a big red rupee.
And suddenly Nesman is not behind on figurines anymore. So yeah, it appears to have been just Caster that made the difference earlier there. But Nesman is missing that Caster Kinstrom from Cloudtops, and Nesman has been to Cloudtops and just missed that. I don't know if he missed other obscure checks, but he definitely missed that one.
Nothing good on the scrap though. To sort of seed.
Henny, the other things that prevent a true sortless seed. Well,
levers. The ones that you have to.
Yeah, levers. Yes. So like the ones in Chaos Flames, you need a sword for them. And clones. Yes. Clones all over the place. And like bosses. Some of them at least. I guess technically you might, like, you can do, well, so clear walk is possible without a sword, you just can't reach it. And it's annoying to do swordless. Green shoe is easy. Blue Octo is made to be swordless. Mazar, we just saw Bluesy do it swordless, I think.
There's a lot of Kingston in one of the
Georg is... I wouldn't want to have to do it swordless.
You can't. At least from a normal, you know, without any tricks. You do need the sword for the blue Georg, yeah. You can't fly with bombs or arrows.
Okay, so yeah, there's your answer. You need a sword for blue Georg.
Yeah, bombs just fall through because the blue Georg isn't really solid. And the eyes don't register any hits when you fire an arrow at them or anything really.
The Cloudus Kinstone that Nesman has that Bluesy doesn't was in the figurine house, and the Cut of Metal was over in the Royal Valley. And the Kinstone, the Graveyard Key, sorry, was Hendris?
The what?
The Graveyard Key, where was that?
Swiftblade 2 or Swiftblade 3.
Okay, yeah, so one of the Swiftblade checks. That's right. Sorry, I interrupted you there. I think.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Everything's fine, don't worry. But it looks like Nesman has caught up quite well with the amount of figurines that they have.
Yeah, that idea has been brought up before, Henny. So, if you just make the sword deal no damage, I could still flip levers, which would make that not an issue, so the only other issue would, I think, be Blue Georg. At least if you also make it reflect Vati's balls. And Vati 2 is still an issue. And I don't know about Vati 1. So Vati is still an issue. In general. But Blue Georg is probably not even that hard to fix.
You just need to make him solid, similar to the Red Georg. That's the...
No, that is not the easy way to do that. You need to make the ice react to arrows.
Yeah, know that.
Vati 2 does not only get damaged by the Force Sword, I don't think. The issue would, if you don't have a sword deal damage at all, would probably be with the eye part, not the damaging the Vati 2 itself part. Like making him vulnerable. But maybe you can just do that with a bomb. I wouldn't... Like... I don't know. It might not work, but it could also just work. And yeah, also Red Georg, I think, is a similar sort of deal with, like, you can use a bomb and maybe you can use a bomb and an arrow to get the eyes to open up, but I wouldn't count on it.
Bomb arrows win.
Oh no. You need to use a bomb on like 2 of them and then an arrow for the last one. You need to time your shots so that it's the same time that the bomb explodes and fun all around. Someone needs to test that.
Yep. Very good for this one. It looks like Bluesy...
I mean, when there's 3 eyes showing, yeah. For Georg. And now Nesman is... Okay. Nesman appears to have figured out where to go. Oh, with Vati, yes. Uncovering Vati. I meant Vati 2 when there's the eyes around it. Once you have used the bow on them, you have to hit all of them at once.
Lucy's back in droplets. Ooh, Lucy might want to do Octo.
I don't think doing it this way is faster anymore, since Bluesy has already gone through Dark Maze and now has a cape.
Yep. Didn't Lucy activate the... Hang on.
I don't think so, because Bluesy went here before cape.
Oh, right, yeah. But you would even then you would have the...
And Nesman is now...
Not happy?
well, back on track.
Yeah. Yes, that too.
We did pick up a good number of figurines from various spots, so... Bluesy now is the one who left some spots behind. I don't know. Like, Nesman only has 3 figurines over Bluesy, but that is also not considering that Bluesy has done all of Wind Runes and Fortress. And Nesman has done Royal Valley, which Bluesy hasn't yet, but that can't have been that much, so I guess there were some more in town that Bluesy also hasn't gotten yet. Like, we know Bluesy hasn't done Swiftblade, so I think there's probably more checks in town.
I don't think Bluesy did the Minish checks either.
Yeah. Bluesy respawning the lily pad at the top of the room there to avoid having to do the ice block puzzle over on the left.
And this one is gonna go back to town as well. Let's see. Yeah, Bluesy's just gonna pick up like the few remaining figurines from droplets.
Well, and do Octo.
And well, yeah.
There's an element there. You know. Kind of need those.
Yeah, elements are kind of important. They are really
Just
nice
kind
to
of.
have. Yeah.
Yes, Tomatar. 136 figurines, the 4 sword and 4 elements to open DHC to then still have to beat Vati.
Yeah, so you need everything for that as well.
It's not like you're gonna get 136 figurines without having the items for Vati.
True. Especially since they already have... Well, they have almost everything apart from the cane.
Yes. They need the cane. They need one more Cloud of Skin. Wait, no. We have seen all the Cloud of Skin stones. Bluesy doesn't have the one from the figurinas yet. Yeah. I think we're just missing the cane. And 30 more figurines, but you know.
Yep.
There's a palace to go through. Or around 30 more figurines. But you see how many Nesman needs after being done with Fortress.
And Bluesy is really making his way to Octo. Well, it's going to take a few minutes.
Just a classic cane and cape chest.
Oh, yes, please. That would be amazing. Yeah, I probably wouldn't have. We just need to figure out where the final Cloud Top skin zone is.
This is not a hand receipt.
You can blame Abu for this. Yeah, it's Albert. Because I actually rolled, I actually already rolled and uploaded everything to the drive folder.
You had already uploaded it? I didn't see them in there when I put mine in.
Yeah, because I deleted them. Because I checked the hash and I had forgotten the figurines again.
So I just, okay. Well, good job, Hendris.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a Golden Kidston blue egg.
I assume you put in the number but just didn't tick the checkbox?
I think I checked the... I don't know.
But
I mean, it did generate. It's just that I...
Yes. If you put in some number of figurines but don't enable figurines in the first place, then it will generate just fine.
Yeah.
It'll change the hash, it just won't change the C.
Let's see.
Because you one hit off on the second Metapeller.
It's time for Octo. On the bright side, Blizzy has the shield, so there's no way he's gonna accidentally miss something.
No way
Like
at all to miss with the shield. Would never happen to anyone.
Yeah.
No, you can't say miss with the shield, it's just a lot easier to hit Octo with it. It's a lot more predictable where the boulder will reflect to. I think.
Oh, sorry. Let's see if this was also gonna accidentally save scum that thing. The Metapelas. Yeah, the Metapelas have the absolute, you know, they have the power to crash the game. Which, very fearful power. Very fearsome one. Don't bother them. Crash the game. That's true. But still, the Metapeller in Deepwood is kind of, you know, blocking the. It's kind of blocking your way.
Is it?
It's blocking your. Well, it has suspended the chest with the gas jar up on like the ceiling.
Is that how it works?
How well? I don't know. You tell me. Why do chests appear out of thin air if the enemies are defeated? They've got to be somewhere.
Do they?
So yes.
Yeah, I like the magic explanation that Tomata is proposing.
Whoa.
Bluesy's just rolling around Octo to prevent it from charging. I didn't know you could do that. It makes sense that you can.
That's high risk, high reward.
Yeah.
And what does he get? Oh, next to the element. It's gotta be something in there. Oh.
I mean,
That's
technically something.
yeah, pretty mediocre.
So Bluesy just needs to go to town, right?
Mm.
And that is also where he is going. So we know Swiftblade is... Oh no, it's actually the scrub. Okay. Swiftblade is the next step for Bluesy to have to do. No idea about Nesman. I think there's at least one Cloudum Skinstone in here, and it might be both of the ones Nesman is missing. There were two in Fortress, okay. Yeah. So they're both probably going to have Palace access at similar times.
Yeah. Well, it depends on the last Kinstone.
You mean the one in the figurine house that Bluesy's missing?
Oh, that's where it is. Okay.
I don't think it depends. We know where it is. Bluesy knows where it is if he was paying attention, he just doesn't have the Carve medal.
The medal was in
The
Graveyard?
Valley. Yeah.
Okay. The Valley is locked behind Swiftblade. Well,
Yep. So Bluesy's having the right idea, but in the wrong dojo. Thomas, the early one you don't remember was one of the chests in the Wind Trap Tower. The right one on the bottom floor. So, like, the fourth check that they did. Oh wait, no, was that a Casterkin stone? It might have been a Casterkin stone actually, don't mind me.
Whoa, which one?
The first Kinstone that they got. Yeah, that was a Casterkin stone. I don't remember where it was then.
I don't know either.
It was somewhere early, yeah, I don't know. I could look it up if we care.
Nah. But yeah, Nesman's now fighting Gordon, and Bluesy is just quickly gonna grab the Carve medal and the element from the graveyard. You know, just your basic Saturday afternoon grave robbing.
Is it grave robbing if the ghost of the dead person hands you the thing you get from the grave?
That's a good question.
Like,
It's
are they still the same person and therefore
it's at the
possession of the thing and legally allowed to give it to you, so it's not robbery? Or
it's at the very least.
are they dead and therefore incapable of having?
No. It's disturbing the rest.
But the ghost told you to come.
Yeah, but that's still not a good reason to disturb like the entire graveyard. Like,
Oh, you mean the other graves?
yeah.
Sure.
just because one guy invites you to his house, that doesn't give you the right to just stir up trouble in the entire neighborhood.
I was specifically referring to the element.
Ah. So, funny story about the grandfathering. Tom Touch.
Do we want to know? Things I didn't expect to read today.
Me neither. We're gonna hear some like deep lore from Total Judge.
I'm not sure I'm ready for the deep lore.
Good look, a bow.
Yeah, Bluesy declining light arrows. Are you even allowed to do that?
Yep.
There's the card of metal. So that will be the last kinstone for Bluesy.
Mm-hmm. Oh god, that's a long one.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. You just go for that one. Give me a second.
I don't know if you need to, but you can.
I've got the stream open on my smaller screen, so yes, I need to.
Well, the question wasn't whether you needed to be able to see it, but whether you need to be able to see it.
Ooh.
But okay, Bluesy should know about the kinstone behind the Call of Metal, and if not, should just be following the Call of Metal anyways. Bluesy, you don't have the kinstone yet?
Tumble Touch, that sounds like a bit more morbid version of the, of you having to
Bluesy,
put
just
out
because
blood
you know that you got the thing to get you your last kinstone doesn't mean that you can't just put the Call of Metal into the cloud to fuse.
He'll find out eventually.
You noticed.
Yeah. And Tumble Touch, it sounds a lot like Santa Claus, but instead of milk and cookies at at the Christmas Eve, it's cookies and soda in the morgue.
Nimbus, now I want to make a thing where you actually have to fuse the Call of Metal into some NPC. Like, say the stone door at Valforce, instead of having half a kinstone there, you just have an impression of a Call of Metal. But yeah, really, Bluesy was just going up to Cloudus an extra time to make sure that they are actually going there at the same time. Although they have also done different amounts of fusions before.
Yeah,
so.
they also have different amounts of figurines, so they've got.
Well, yeah, like Bluesy does not have hasn't done all the taunt checks that Nesmin has done.
Yep.
Nesmin hasn't done Octo, and Bluesy is going to be able to do the taunt checks with Kane. So even though Nesmin has a few more figurines right now, I think Bluesy is slightly ahead. Like, counting everything up, I think Octo is slower than Town, especially with the cane. Like, Blizz is just going to be able to do all of them at once. Nesma will have to revisit Fountain and do some of the other Town checks, Town Minish checks with the cane.
Or Myth having another figurine in his back pockets.
That was Grigor 1. I'm surprised Nesman hadn't done that before.
Well, I don't think Bluesy has done it either.
Yes, but Nesman is the one who skipped the Castakins and Cluttops for a while. No, Bluesy had done it. There's the cane.
There it is. Oh god. Yeah. You told us. Yeah, it's a wind trap.
Yeah, I mean, where else was it going to be, right?
I could also have an Impalas.
Not far into Palace, but yes.
Yeah.
Like, there's 2 checks in Palace that it could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both in Palace now. Nesman's 5 figurines ahead. We think they're all from town, right? Does that sound right? Probably.
Yeah. I guess now it's just a race through Palace. Both are gonna full clear, obviously.
Yeah, there's no way you don't full clear here. Yeah, I guess there's maybe weird one-ups in the overworld that Nisman could have done that Bluesy could have not done.
Also happy 2 hours.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both are just gonna use the rope bombs for this one. Using the regular bombs is a bit quicker.
And we should use the 2-hour mark to give another shout out to our trackers. Why is Henris in that list?
I'm helping. I
You
don't
are?
know. I took the green shoe off of Bluesy. Yes.
Okay. Well... trackers. How did Henris get into that? Okay, whatever. Tomato, did you just add Henris to the tracker list? Or am I going crazy? Tomato didn't do it. Okay. Nesman pausing there on Dream Jump for a bit. Taking it very close, but still getting it. Wait, how did Bluesy... Why did Nesman lose so much time? Did he fail cane skip or?
Yeah. Took him a few attempts on Dream Jump.
I should probably pay more attention.
Nah.
Oh, Nesman did not go for Dream Jump the first time.
No.
That explains that. And yeah, he did not look like he was used to Dream Jump when he did succeed with it, but Dream Jump is easy enough that you don't have to be. Like, that's a really nice setup for that trick. So yeah, both of them just doing pot push as expected. How do you fail pot push 3 times? Like,
If it
failing
makes
it once is just not paying attention.
If it makes you feel better, Henny, Bluesy failed once as well yesterday.
But how do you fail it 3 times?
It's in the name. I also tend to fail pot push a couple of times. So if I fail it not once, not twice, but usually like 3 or 4 times. So it's gotta be something with the name. Since I think Henny and I share proper first names.
I mean, probably, but...
Yep. It is the name, yeah. Oh, we don't see what's on the heart piece there because the Moblin is...
that looked like a smoky to me.
That looked like a green rupee to me.
Oh, green rupee, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how I saw a smoky then. Not interesting.
Because of the Moblin.
Yeah.
For the first time they were dashing through it, I also thought smoky, but no.
No, clearly a green rupee.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe the... That's just the thing with the Moblin there. Yeah.
Clearly you're just the same person.
Yeah, I mean, no one has seen Henny and me in the same room at the same time. If we don't count race rooms, like, but proper rooms.
I mean, ignore the fact that the two of you, like, sound very different and are very different people overall. Clearly the same person.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nimbus, but see, while I would expect Henny to be able to use a voice challenging program, I'm not sure Nimbus would out. Is that too mean, Hendris?
No, I think you're pretty right. You're pretty much on the spot there.
And while you could now argue that only one of them needs to use one if they sound the same... Anyway, Palace. Have we not seen any figurines in here yet?
I don't think I've seen any of them. 14, 19?
Yeah, like those numbers have been the same since the start of Palace. I mean, there's still Cave of Flames, there's still a lot of cane checks, so... I guess, but still. Would have expected at least a few.
Hey, there's one.
Wait, yeah, like, finally! So that'll be 16 more to go. And we have a few more checks here in Palace, we have a few more checks in Cave of Flames. We have a decent number of checks behind the cane. I think we actually saw at least one, maybe two behind the cane in South Bay Forts. The rupees. Yeah. 200 rupees. So getting close to all of them.
And we still have the second half of Palace, sorry, of Game of Flames left. We've got Town, the cane checks. We've got Lowway Falls, that has a guaranteed 2 figurines.
Yes, thank you for counting the things that I just listed moments ago.
Oh. It's getting worse,
That's
isn't it?
literally what I've been saying. But yes, indeed.
It's not that simple.
Yeah, I think the key issue is whether a ghost still holds the right to
The
their
ownership,
owner stage. But yeah. Probably not an easy question to answer because of a lack of precedent.
I would assume so, yeah. And that's a fight with Georg.
Yes. So
George. They have down thrust, so, you know, that's usable.
yeah, Downfast does make this fight quite a bit more bearable. So Downthrust and Forethought and everything, like fast, great spin, what else you need, makes this fight quite nice. Nice timing from Bluesy there. And yeah, with the amount of health they have, there's also no issues with taking a bit of damage. This fight is a lot harder if you're low on hearts and have to worry about that. And that's your down for Bluesy. Nesman on the last Blue Georg cycle. So, that's the final element.
Hey.
Just
Now
a few
we-
more figurines to go.
Yep. Just a bit over a dozen.
Yeah. 14 on Nesman's side. And we think that Bluesy is just missing 5 that Nesman has found already, and we don't have any on Bluesy's head that Nesman doesn't yet have. But we could be wrong about that.
Hmm. Tingle had one.
Yep. Various K-Lock checks. Number 1, Tingle had a figurine. Orphan Fairy. Yeah, Nesman is going into town. Bluesy will have to go into town, being like the figurines that Nesman has that Bluesy doesn't, probably all there. Orphan Fairy, not a figurine. Top of the school, Sword Beam.
Eee.
That was our 11th scroll.
Yep, that's the last one.
Southway Falls. We know there's 2 figurines on the rupees. There's still the heart piece, the dojo, and the 2 chests in the Digging Cave, as well as the chest on London that you accessed from Way Falls. School Garden, behind the 4th sword, we see 1 figurine there. There might be another in the last chest. Nope, just the 1. Is anyone counting?
No.
Okay, 10 more. Not counting the 2 that we know about on the rupees, 10 more.
Wait, there's like only 2 at the rupees.
Yes, Nesman doesn't have the one from Tingle,
Oh, right.
and there's 2 on the rupees. 10 more. That's the last book.
Oh boy.
So I don't think Bluesy has any more reasons for putting off town. And yeah, I guess I didn't count the one in the heart piece in Way Force, so 9 more.
Nesman is dangerously close to it.
I mean, Nesman still needs to do Octo.
Right.
Bluesy is still ahead here. Like, doing all of town is probably faster than doing Octo, right? Like, it has to be. Yeah, Nesman going straight to turn in those books.
Mm-hmm.
Bluesy following suit.
A heart piece. Aww. Let's see if actually one of them gets the 20 hearts. I don't think they've been skipping heart pieces, have they?
I'm not sure. I think at least one of them has skipped some.
Yeah, I hope we're gonna get at least like the 19 hearts.
But yeah, I don't think Bluesy has been skipping heart pieces.
Bluesy, yeah, did burn himself a bit here and there when he skipped heart pieces, and they later turned out to be like, you know, important.
So there was one in the sewers, is that right?
Yep.
So 8 more. Which are all the ones that Nesman is missing after this one on Tingle. At least I don't think there was one on Octo.
No, Octo had a green rupee.
Okay. Surprised we haven't seen this digging cave before. But it had nothing. Yeah, 8 more between Cave of Flames, Beck, and Malari. Is that... That doesn't sound right. There has to be something more. How many checks are even in Cave of Flames? Basement. We have gotten Map Compass, maybe Big Key, and both the Smokies. So that's not an issue, but there's one behind the minecart on the top floor, 2 down there. The big lava room has 2 more, then there's Dex chest. So that's 6, 2 on D-Rock, 1 on Malari, that's 9 checks? Do we really think there's 8 figurines on 9 checks? There's a figurine there in the fountain that Nesman probably hasn't grabbed yet, but has seen? Question mark? Did Nesman go back to the fountain with Cape yet?
I don't know. I don't think
And Nesman hasn't done this check. For sure. And that's also 1, okay. So, 7 more. Or 6 more. Depending. So 8 more for both of them, and I don't think Nesman has gone back to the fountain, so that's 2 that Bluesy has that Nesman doesn't have, so there have to be 2 somewhere that Nesman has that Bluesy doesn't have. Which, yeah, Bluesy hasn't done these Minish checks yet, so...
okay.
Yeah, Nesman did see the cape-loaded figurine in fountain, so he should know to get back there. He hasn't seen the Cane Lock one, obviously, and he hasn't been back for the Cane Lock one at least. So, Cave of Flames, that's the first in there?
Yep.
And there's only like 6 more checks. And we think there has to be 5 more figurines? So... there better be a lot of figurines here?
Yep. Otherwise the races might have like the occasional issue here and there.
That's a trap! Good to know that there's more of those. Yeah. Okay, we forgot about something. Something that they have yet to do. Because otherwise there wouldn't be enough checks left. There's 3 more checks in Cave of Flames, counting like on Gleerock and Milari, and there's 4 more figurines that we're looking for. There's 3 more figurines that we're looking for. Has Nesman done chickens?
I don't think any of them have done chickens, have they?
Bluesy just did it, and it was a figurine.
Oh!
So, yeah, if Nesman now gets 3 figurines from Gleerock and Milari, then that's all of them. But actually, no. There's 1 more there in the bakery. Okay. So Nesman is missing more than just chickens. There's another one here. There's 1 more left to find, because Henny has not gotten the 2 that Nesman has gotten from Cave of Flames. And then Nesman has to find 5 more somewhere. Don't worry about it, Henny, it's Bluesy. Bluesy always gets caught the wrong things, right?
Yep.
Did Nesman ever wind up doing Caster? That is a good question.
He's got the merger, so he has done at least the...
He has done some, yes, but
yeah.
Like he has done the Swift the First in the Darkland, like the part south of that. He has done hiking, right? There's the last figurine. So we know Bluesy will be done with figurines after Gleerock. Question is, where are Nesman's 5 remaining figurines? Yeah, I think Nesman did hiking. And that does probably mean that he did all of Caster. So Nesman's figurines. We know there's 2 in the fun. There's 1 on chickens, which might be another one that Nesman's missing. And then there's 2 more that we don't know. Wait, Nesman hasn't...
Nope.
Nesman, if you put this... Okay, this is a figurine, but also, if you put this off for this long... Do it together with the... Wait, Nesman has done the pillar but hasn't done this?
Why are you surprised?
That's a good question. I should not be surprised. So there's 1 more figurine that we don't know about when this...
I think Nesman is close to not knowing either.
Hey Straylight, how's it going?
Yo. We're currently trying to guess what the last figurine is. Because,
we know where Bluesy's remaining figurines are. And we know where... Well, we know where 2 and suspect where 1/3 of Nesman's remaining figurines are. Like, Nesman is going towards 2 of them. Assuming that you were right that Nesman dipped fun early. Maybe Nesman has gone back with the cape, because he didn't even look at that spot. And that was one of the 2 we were counting.
Ah, there's 1.
Yes, we knew about that, but okay. Nesman apparently had gone back with the cape already. So we are back to missing 2 figurines that we don't know about. So Nesman had not done chickens, so that one wasn't the one that he was missing. And yeah, 2 more, and I have no idea where he left them. Nesman has not done Half Ledge yet?
Obviously, he's been waiting for Half Edge until he's done Blue Tree.
Didn't he do Blue Tree a while ago?
Yeah, he did. But Half Edge is just Blue Pea.
Yes, but like... Why are you still waiting to do it?
Okay, Tingle has... Oh.
No,
okay.
Nesman has done Tinker.
Where's he? Oh, Orphan Fairy.
Orphan Fairy is not one.
Piece.
Where are Nesman's remaining 2 figurines? Blues are going for Sword Beam strats on Grenade Rock.
Ooh.
Getting done with the first phase there.
It's gotta be somewhere stupid. It's gotta be somewhere stupid.
Something where we'll be like, how has Nesman not done this yet?
Cafe Lady. Tingle Trees.
Nesman has done Tingle Trees. It was a Kingston there at the very beginning.
Courtyard? I think he's not even sure himself.
Didn't Nesman do the courtyard boost checks?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Nesman! Anyways, Bluesy is done with Gleerock. Wait, Nesman, Nesman just checked Grimblade hard piece and didn't check Grimblade? Did he save scum that?
I think Nesman is not knowing that he's like 1 short.
No, it's... what? No. Anyway. Bluesy got the last figurine. And is now heading to DHC. And you know what that means.
Oh boy!
There are 9 checks in DHC, any one of which can have the big key. So, put your best in chat for how many checks it will take Bluesy, because Bluesy will be the first to actually open DHC, to find the DHC big key. Any number from 1 to 9. Nesman did also not do Octo yet. But that's also not a figurine.
Yeah, and Nesman forfeited.
Oh.
Oof.
Well. Oh.
Sounds like someone mistracked. We can hear the furious typing. But yeah, if I had to guess, Nesman just mistracked something. Or maybe he's just has, you know, he's got a balance. But yeah, Bluesy now also opening up the... Well, I guess Bluesy's also in the sanctuary. So, yeah. Oh, right. Let's see. We have 1, we have 2, we have 3's missing, 4's missing. We have 2 times 6. There's 3. 8. I'm gonna do the 7. Yeah, final one is 9. Which hasn't been bad yet, so I guess get your
I
bet
also don't
in.
see 5.
Oh, yeah, I just can't count. Never mind.
Yeah, where would Nesmin have left the figurine?
Octo had a
Heart piece.
A heart piece.
There was one, wasn't it?
Did you fucking... Was there one on Grimblade? Oh. Oh, there's...
Bluesy, you need a small key in addition to that big key.
He's trying, okay?
Was there one on what?
There was on basement, right?
Which basement? Sorry.
Bluesy's big key.
Oh, yeah. But Nesmin did hiking.
Did Nesmin do Grimblade? Because when he entered it...
Grimblade is not one.
Okay.
Grimblade's scroll is just a red rupee.
Huh. That's odd. Yeah, no clue.
Did he do Percy?
He's on iBot because I would have the default control.
I know. That's not the question I asked. Did he do Percy?
Huh.
That's actually a serious possibility, isn't it? Bro, I don't know. I want to see Nesmin's tracker. There's gotta be something.
Unfortunately, he did not stream with his map tracker enabled.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Apparently, Nesmin did do Percy. Other options. It's gonna be some random check that Nesmin just skipped for no particular reason. But yeah, that's unfortunate.
yep. But we can't change that. At least we're gonna have like a fairly quick Dark House Castle.
Yeah.
I missed yesterday. Yesterday also had the big key on like either 1 or 2. I think it was 1. Well, it
Depends on how you route.
True.
But yeah. I mean, the quickest EHC is actually big key on 2, right?
Yes.
Where you have a small key in the basement and you just do throne and you don't do king and explore is the big key. So yeah, Bluesy making quick work of the Dark Nuts there. Moving on to Vati 1. In general, for all the Vati fights, you do want to get them each individually done in 3 cycles. For Vati 1, that means that on the first cycle, there's just going to be 2 small eyes that you need to destroy before Vati becomes vulnerable, and then you hit him a bit. For the second phase, there's going to be 4 eyes, and again, you need to hit Vati a lot, but to do more damage on that phase than the first one. So we might see Bluesy going for a Great Spin on that. And on the third phase you definitely just need a Great Spin. I think in the second phase you might, I don't know. Bluesy did not go for a Great Spin on that and did get to the third phase. On the third phase the 4 eyes also have these shields around them that you have to remove the Gustra. Bluesy tried to get them off before the eyes moved out there, but released slightly early, so they weren't actually just sucked into the Gustra just yet. So they returned to the eyes when he stopped using the Gustra. And here you can see Bluesy using a Great Spin there to deal enough damage to get the third phase done in one phase. Vati 2, for the first phase you see Bluesy using Down Thrust to get rid of the small eyes there and then hit Vati a bit. For the other 2 phases that will not, you would not be able to do enough damage that way to get a 3 cycle, so we'll see Bluesy create clones. On this phase, as you can already see, there's these red and blue eyes around Vati that you need to figure out which is which by using the bow and need to uncover all the red eyes. You then need to hit all the red eyes at the same time. As you could have seen earlier, that is possible with the Down Thrust, but the intended method is to just create clones, as Bluesy is doing there. In the first phase the eyes will always be on the bottom, in the second phase and then onwards it will always be somewhere different from the previous one. And second and third phase the main difference is that Vati's moving around a lot faster and would do some more projectiles if it decided to do so. On Vati 3, first you have to get rid of the 2 arms. You do that by just waiting for Vati to put them into the ground, using Kingdom, becoming Minish and killing the small weird-eyed things inside of them. To that end, we would see Bluesy lure Vati over to the side a bit, and usually people stand on the clone pad since you're invulnerable that way, but Bluesy is deciding not to do that just there. Bluesy getting the arm right in front of there, that means that once he gets out of here he will be able to turn big right away and jump back on the clone pad to wait for the second arm. So yeah, as you can see there, the electric ball just can't hit Link on the clone pad. Gets the second arm there, going for Lanterners.
Ooh.
And not quite getting it. The
He's got it
one
there.
vulnerable eye thing being more to the south and east from where Bluesy was trying to get it. And now we're into the 3 cycle part, where you need to reflect these blue balls 3 times and then hit Vati at least twice. More than 2 hits will just not do anything, so we can see Bluesy just do 2 hits there and advance the cycle, and as mentioned before, you will have to do this 3 times. Which means there's 1 more left, so Bluesy just needs to reflect the blue balls and hit Vati, and that is GG.
Oh god, that's gonna stalk his ego even more.
Oh, right.
He's on a winning streak.
So GG, Bluesy.
How does it feel, Blizzy?
Alright. So that went alright.
Oh, did it?
Well, it's a big juxtaposition between the seed yesterday and the seed today. Well, not the seed, but the performance. Yesterday, my routing was abysmal and my execution was fantastic, and today the inverse was true. But considering today I finished 10 minutes faster than yesterday, I think which one is more important is now more obvious.
I don't think you can call your execution abysmal.
I mean, there were several minute time losses I had. My value wasn't that great.
Your body was fine.
Eh,
You gave me just enough time to talk through everything that was happening.
value 1 didn't go that great though.
Oh, the one thing with releasing the gust shot too early, sure.
Yeah. Also, just doing a poor job killing my eyes.
Yeah.
I
Whatever.
mean, at least compared
Sometimes
to
the eyes
yesterday.
just phase through your sword, right? It happens.
Yeah. Oh, Acme just finished. Let's go.
Very close.
Yeah, I am very happy with how my early game routing went, because I was like, yeah, this is very obviously go to Minish loop, but what if I didn't? And I found the flippers early, and that really helped.
I mean, you say you found the flippers already. You had the wallet for a while before actually going and grabbing
I mean,
the flip.
I couldn't get the money.
Yeah.
I had to kill a
Because
blue rope with the boomerang.
Because you picked up the 200 in Link's house at the beginning instead of keeping it for when you need money. Like you're supposed to.
Since when do you have to buy a 300 before you can even go to Puddle Cave? That's almost never.
I mean, you did go to the Puddle Cave, so...
Oh yeah, but there was no money there at all. There were just a ton of figurines and bottles.
Yes, it's a 136 figurine hunt! What do you expect?
A big blue rupee, maybe? One at least?
Nah... You got a big red one in Link's house, and if you don't keep that, well...
Why would you? It fills your
It's
wallet.
a visible rupee, why would you pick it up?
Because when are you gonna go back into Link's house?
Well, it probably would have been faster than killing the golden rope.
I would rather have that and have something beyond 80 than not have that and have to go back and
You
whatever,
picked up
whatever.
50 rupees from the chest.
That's not enough for the 80.
No, but it's close enough that you probably are not going to have to worry about it.
Yeah, well, 200 is close enough to 300. You only need a big blue rupee that you can kill a golden rope for, which I did.
Yeah. Anyways. What else was in this seed? I guess the cane was late and that was...
Yeah,
the-
really late cane.
How
I
was
was-
called it?
For a really late cane. I definitely had a bunch of plans depending on where the cane was. If the cane wasn't in Wind Tribe, I just wasn't even going to go into Palace.
But what if it was in Cape Chest?
Okay. That would suck, I guess.
What else did you have left?
Just the rest of town.
Oh, right, because we had seen that and it was like... It had to be in Wind Tribe or in Palace.
I did barely any at town, but I left a lot of it just because I could time save with the cane when I eventually
Yeah,
got
that
it.
worked out very nicely for you.
I'm glad. There was a very funny mistake where I got the Karlov medal and I was like, I have all 5 Cloud Top Skin Stones because the last Cloud Top Skin Stone is in the greenhouse.
Like, no, you can't just put the face into the cloud and have
They're
it
both
work.
shiny! Oh man. Alright, definitely if I had rupee route at the beginning better, it would have been fine. I would have saved a few minutes if I didn't die in droplets. That was the most tilting thing. I hate that room so much without cape. I hate it so much.
I don't even remember where you died.
The fire snake room right before the second rupee pass.
Oh, that room.
okay.
Yes.
I just tried to kill the bulldozers, got greedy, and then just got stuck in the corner with the fire snake.
I
that I couldn't really get out.
Yeah. And GG's Nesman, do you have any idea where you missed that one figurine? So, for context, Bluesy, Nesman forfeit when on 135 figurines and 3 elements, missing Octo and 1 figurine from somewhere.
Oh no.
And we don't know
yes.
where.
Yep.
Could have been one of the 8.
And you will never guess which was his 135th figurine.
It wasn't Gleerock, was it?
No, it was not Gleerock. Because if it was Gleerock, that would have been...
Was it Cafe Lady?
Hint, it was Physio.
Cafe Lady?
Cafe Lady was a piece of heart.
So it was the fountain in courtyard.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, it was.
That's that. I have bad memories for getting that. Oh yeah, I was very close to doing Green Chew and all of Deepwood with just bombs, and then I found the sword.
Yeah, Nesman just did the swordless strats regardless. We were very happy to see that. Much appreciated, Nesman.
Oh, so he had the first sword, but then he just did it anyways?
Yes.
Alright.
But yeah.
So the only thing I didn't do was Malari.
Yeah, I mean, why would you at that point, right? Like, once you're in go mode, you just go.
Yeah.
But yeah, not sure there's anything else to talk about with this seed.
It could have been worse.
What were some
Oh,
fun
it
things?
absolutely could have been.
I really like how if you just did standard routing, you would go back and forth between Deepwood and Frenel a lot. Because you had Grip Ring. Well, wait, where was Gustar was...
Gustar was in Goldfish Caves.
In Goldfish Caves with the sword. But the Lantern was also...
The Lantern was on Krenner, yeah.
On Frenel. I guess. But there was the Grip Ring in Deepwood.
Yeah.
I'm sad I wasn't able to skip Gleerock, but...
Well, I had a figurine, so
yeah,
no chance there.
I'm just sad that the figurine wasn't not on Gleerock.
Could have been on Milari instead.
Would have been worse, true.
I mean, I don't think it makes much of a difference.
GHC was very fast, which was fun.
Yeah.
And I even got the remote bomb swag strat.
Did you? Oh. I think at that time we were trying to figure out where Nesman left that one figurine still.
Yep.
Oh man. Where was some tricky one? Iron wasn't one. Dr. Left wasn't one.
Yeah, maybe Nesman can just screenshot that tracker and post it in the Discord so we can figure it out with
Yep.
more of a chance of actually getting there. But
Maybe just a certain Mist Obscure spot, because there were a ton that had them.
Speaking of
water-
Mist Obscure
waterfall
spots, there was that thing with the Kazakin stuff.
With the what?
Well, Nesman went and did Cloud Tops and then came down, and at some point I was like, wait, Nesman didn't grab that Kazakin so that we saw Bluesy get from
Oh
Cloud Tops.
no!
Oh yes.
And then there were 2 Cloud Top skin stones at the end of Fortress.
Yes.
There was a lot of back and forth, but I'm glad the Ocarina was mildly early.
Yeah, it didn't feel like too much back and forth. It felt like you could do chunks of checks
With no Ocarina, this might have been 3 hours. I'm not even joking.
Oh, yeah, sure. The Ocarina helps a lot.
Just with how much you had to go back and forth between certain places.
Yeah, like picking up all the various cane checks at the end, right?
Mm-hmm. It wasn't that bad.
No, but without Ocarina, suddenly that adds a whole bunch of travel time.
Even then, the travel
Okay.
time I would have just done in a different order to make it a little faster. But then
Sure.
that's the kernel, I guess.
But,
would have been
yeah,
sometimes,
Like you need to go back up and down Cranel, and
What were the heart pieces I skipped? I think I ended on 19 and 0, and there were 2 in the shop that I didn't buy.
mm, you did do your diary.
Oh, I skipped one in Fortress, the drop-down heart piece.
Mm-hmm.
And I skipped the...
Did you
Well-
skip the one in the? No, there's one in Upper Valley Falls in the waterfall. Did you maybe skip that?
That's grayed out for me, so no. Oh, let me double check. I think I might know.
The one from Cave 25 in London, maybe?
No. Oh, yeah, that one. Those are the 2 that I skipped.
Okay.
I just checked. Yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah, basically a full clear.
Yep.
Well, yeah, that's what you expect.
Oh, absolutely. That is
Right.
what the variety things were for, right? To make sure that you know all the obscure spots.
Also, there being 2 traps next to each other in the...
Yeah. There were like 3 traps in total, and 2 of them
Yeah.
were right next to each other.
That's one more than yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, the junk pool isn't that large, and most of it is figurines, so...
Well, I already had a big green. Yeah, and that's... Well, besides the junk item and BHC, that's like everything.
So... I think
I
we'll
was
call
like,
it...
ooh, the big key, I'm done! And then I couldn't go through the door. Big key in the first chest. Who won that bet, by the way? Or did no one bet 1?
Oh no, Tomatak got the bet.
Nice.
So
That
yeah,
said, everything I need to.
in that case, we'll call it here.
Yep.
And we'll be raiding over to this main where there's a Ocarina of Time Randomizer Tournament Season 5 match going on right now. So there's also going to be just more of those on the schedule in the next few days or weeks. So I'm not going to go through those individually. Just keep an eye on our schedule. If you aren't aware yet, we did change the weeklies times, so next week is not going to be the Sunday, like the 2030 UTC time that it would have been before. The Minish Cap Randomizer Weekly will instead be on Saturday at an hour later than this one started, whichever time zone that is for you. We might not get a restream, it depends on availability. We will see about that. But in any case, thank you for watching, and goodbye.
See ya.